Hello and welcome to part 2 of our compass tutorial. In the first part we actually created the compass itself with going north, east, south or west, and in this part we're going to go through the process of adding icons to our compass. So the way we're going to do this is through a component, and the reason why we're doing it as a component is so we can add it to actors and choose per actor what icon it should be showing on the compass. This makes it a little bit easier and automates a lot of the process for us. So let's take a look at how this is done. So last time we got our compass working on the screen, so it shows which way we're walking on the screen. So obviously we're going to now add in the icons. So what I'm going to go through is actually show you an interesting way of doing this, because it works best if you make it as a component that you can add onto your actors. So if I go ahead and create a new component here, I'll go into Blueprint class, and you can choose actor component or scene component. I'm going to choose actor component. And we're going to go and do compass indicator and open this up. So the way this is going to work is our compass indicator is going to basically drag onto our compass another compass. Okay, so it's going to be two compasses overlapping each other, one for each icon. And what we're going to be doing is, let's say, literally what we did last time. So what I've done here is I've brought in a door icon. As you can see, it's an image with a door icon in the middle, and we're going to be using that as our icon. And again, it wraps like normal. Okay, so as long as it's in the middle, that's what matters. Okay, because that's our default heading, is in the middle. So I'm happy with that. We'll close that. And where we've got a compass, we're going to right click on this and duplicate the compass material. Go M, compass icon, and right now I'm just going to make it set to a door. Okay, so I'm going to click on this item here and change it to door, my door icon, and I want to keep it as white, so I'm going to take off the 1 minus and put that into there. Okay, now I also want to make this variable, so I can change it to any icon I wish. So if I right click on my texture sample, I can convert the texture to a parameter, and we'll just call this one icon and leave it like that. Okay, so that's the compass icon done. We'll close that and go back to our widgets down here, and we're going to create another widget much like our compass widget. So we're going to right click on our compass widget, duplicate this, and we'll do compass icon. But this one's a little bit simpler, as you don't need the overlay panel. So we can right click on overlay panel and we can replace with child. Okay, so in here, we're now going to go to the graph, and on the create material instance, we're going to change this from compass to compass icon. Like that. And the rest of this we can leave alone. And over here, we can leave alone as well. The next thing we want to do, though, is make it so we can change the texture. Okay, now we don't have to do this from tick because I only set the texture once. So I can just drag out my compass material and do set texture parameter value. Name it icon, and the value is going to be a variable on here. So promote that to variable, call it icon, and I'm going to also make icon editable and exposed on spawn. Compile, save. Now the other big difference between the compass and the compass icon is that the compass icon isn't necessarily they're always the same place. It's not going to be north, okay? Whereas north, east, south, west are the same. So this is pretty simple for compass. For an icon, a little bit different. So for an icon, we need to get the player character's location, get the icon's owner and their location, and find a lookup rotation between the two, and then compare that to the player's control rotation. So there's a few more steps involved. So let's actually do this then. Let's take our player character. Going to get our actor's location. Now, we also need the actor location for who this icon belongs to. So we will need a variable in here for an actor that this is referring to. So change that to actor type. Again, this would be editable and exposed on spawn because you want to set this and the icon at runtime when you are creating these things. So I'm going to drag out the actor, get actor location, and I want to do the find lookout rotation from the start going into the player character's location, and the target is going into the actor's location. And then I'm going to split this because we only care about the yaw, so we just take the yaw out. And from that, I'm just going to do take it away from the control rotation. So let's move that down here. Like that. So the control rotation, yaw, subtract the yaw from the find lookup rotation, and then divide by 360. Okay, so it's a little bit further steps because we're just finding out in comparison what is our rotation versus the rotation between us and the object. Okay, so compile and save that. Okay, next we want to go to our component again. So if I go back to my compass indicator component, and on begin play here, we're going to get the player character's HUD graphic. Okay, so if they get the player character, get the player HUD from there. So if the cast to first person in this case, and get our player HUD. Well, no, I quit just HUD, I think, didn't I? Yeah, get HUD. That's our widget on the screen. So get that, and then I want to take that from there, and I want to get the compass part of that HUD, like that. And I also then want to get the overlay panel, because that's where I'm adding it to. Get overlay panel. So now just create the icon widget. So create widget. Choose our compass icon. You can see here, it's going to ask for the actor and the icon. So the actor is going to be the owner of this component. So drag out from actor and do get owner. The icon can be a variable. So let's promote that to a variable and leave it like that. And then we're going to add this to our overlay panel. So drag from overlay panel and do add child to overlay and plug that in there. And the content we'll add today. Okay. And we'll compile that and save that. Okay, so that's that bit done. So now, if I want to add this to an object, let's say I want to add it to this box over here, okay? If I want to add it to an actual object in the scene, an instance of it, I can just go to this add over here and search for my compass icon. Compass indicator. And leave it like that. And it's on. And one thing I didn't do, which I should have done, is made icon here editable. So it means I can go in here, I can change the icon you want to use. So let's change that to the door because I've got, and hit play. And it's not working. So when it's not working, we're going to get some errors. And the errors are this add child and access none property. The reason why is our compass indicator is doing this stuff before it's created the HUD. Easiest solution to that, on begin play, we can do a little delay of amount of time, and that'll do. 0.2 seconds should be fine. Okay, and there is our door. So it's pointing to our door icon, and we can scroll around and you can see it's behind us in, well, it's in the north. Okay, so if I just keep looking this way, I can say like it's north, like that. Now obviously the icon is a bit squished and squashed, and that is because it doesn't match the same size as our compass itself. So easiest solution is make the image the same size as the compass. So if I go into Photoshop, and in Photoshop we're going to just bring in that texture. So I'm going to drag it in. I'll make a new layer and make sure I hide the background here. It's a bit hard to see because it's white, but it's there. And we can go File, and this is the same dimensions as our compass. So I'm going to do save a copy or export. We'll just do export as. And I'm going to choose PNG from the drop down, export, and we'll just put my desktop for now. Save, yep. And I can now bring that in to here by just right clicking on my texture and do re-import new file. And we're going to go to desktop, untitled. There you go. Oh, that's squished because I changed this. Let's change it back. Okay, and there's our icon. So if I now go and push play, the icon's going to look a little bit better, and it's tracking where it is on the screen. Okay. Like that. See? And the beauty of this component is it can be added to many different things. So I can add multiple different icons. But let's say I want to add it to an entrance to a doorway, okay? I can create a new actor. And we do doorway. Open this up. And add just a collision volume. So the player knows when they're at it, I guess. And I'm going to add to the component here my compass indicator. And on the right hand side, I can choose what the icon is going to be for this thing. So I can go put my door in and be happy with that. And then just drag that into my scene. Yes, doorway actor. Like that. And when I hit play, I've now got two doors of my thing. I've got one for the box I did as an instance. And I've got one here for the doorway actor that we made. So it's a really flexible, easy way to add multiple things with different icons. And just to show it works with different icons, if I just go to my doorway here and change this to be anything, I'll change it to like the green little guy, I guess. No, I'll tell you what, we'll just do it to a skylight texture. There you go. So it's going to add the skylight texture to our thing. It's obviously wrong dimensions, but you can see it adds it to it right there. Okay. So the main thing is the texture work. You want to make sure the texture is the same sort of size, and also that it is wrappable. Okay, so the icon size is matters. It would be the size in the middle of the texture, much like how we did with this. Okay, so as long as you do that, it should work out fine. Now, if you want to download the project files for this, this is available for gold patrons, but you can also download the compass image and this door image if you like, straight from the description from below. Everyone can do that. And yeah, there we go. So there you go. There you have it. A compass working with icons that you can customize. Thank you so much for watching. And as I mentioned, if you're a gold patron or higher, you can download the project files for this right now over on patreon.com/Ryan Laley. Otherwise, donations of just $1 get access to all of my videos early before everyone else. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.